Hello my dear girls. Today we'll start subtraction without borrowing. That is simple subtraction we'll be doing. And as you know, we are doing the subtraction of 3 digits number. First we'll take care that there are certain steps which you have to keep in mind. Same way as we did in addition, the first step will be to write the ones, tens and hundreds. Why we are writing O, T and H? They stand for ones, tens and hundreds. Ones, tens and hundreds. This is our first step, writing the place value. Then second step, which number to write? We'll write a bigger number. Out of 200 and 300, as you can see, 300 is bigger. So I'll write 300 first. Then I'll subtract 200. Then below that, I have to take away 200 from 300. So I'll write it below. So this is the sign of minus. Why I am putting? Because I have to subtract 200 from 300. So first step is to form a sum this way vertically, and the second step is to start from ones place, then third step move towards the tens place, and then shift towards the hundred place. One by one we'll keep on subtracting. We'll start from ones place. Okay, so here 0 minus 0. If we subtract 0 from 0, if I take out 0 from 0, there will be no change. It will remain as 0. Again 0 minus 0, it will be 0. In the hundred place, it is 3 minus 2. That is 3 minus 2. 1 is left. So this is our answer. 100 we got. How we got? When we subtracted 200 from 300. 3 new terms are there, which I'll tell you. They are minute. It means it is the number from which we subtract, or you can say it is a bigger number from which number is being taken away, from which we subtract. And the smaller number which we take away from the bigger number, from the minute, is your subtrahend. Okay. And the answer which you got after subtraction of two numbers, when we subtracted the two numbers, the answer which we got is known as your difference. So this is the way how you will solve the sums given to you on page number 111. Okay, and these are the new terms which you will keep in mind. The bigger number from which other number is subtracted, that number is minute, and the number which is being subtracted, that is known as subtrahend, and the answer which we receive from doing the subtraction, that answer is named as difference. Okay, so this way you will get the answer of your questions from 1 to 16 on your page number 111. Now we will move to our next topic on next page, that is subtraction. Now this time with borrowing. Okay, it is with borrowing. Now come to page number 113. Be ready with your pencils, your books, and your first question is subtract 118 from 114. The sum is already there in your book. If you can see, it is given like this. Subtract 147 from your 118. Again, my dear girls, follow the same steps. The first step is to write the ones, then your tens, and then your hundreds. As you know, We are writing the bigger number first, then the smaller number, and we start the things. The first step is to subtract from the ones place. Okay, when we have arranged it in vertical column, we will start from the ones place. I have to subtract 8 from 7, but is it possible? No, it is not possible. Why? Just take an example. I have 5 toffees and I have to give 6 toffees to my friend. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. What I'll do? I'll see if another person or some jar or some toffees are kept there. I'll borrow, I'll take. Okay, I'll take few toffees from the partner, from my partner friend, and then I'll take out 6 toffees out of 5. Same way, we have written it correctly. 147 is bigger than 118, but when I start the first step, it is not possible to subtract 8 from 7. Why? Because 8 is smaller and 7 is bigger. Then I'll do borrowing. This ones place number will borrow 1/10 from this neighboring 4 tens number. The number 4, which is written at the tens place, this 7 will borrow 1/10 from it. Okay? If it takes 1/10 and it is already 7, I'll mark it with this sign. This 10. 4 here means there are 4 groups, 4 numbers of having 10 things in it. It means when 4 tens are there, it makes 40, 147, it means 4 tens are there, and it will give away one bundle of tens. So, now if this one bundle of 10 comes here and already 7 is there, now the 10 plus 7, it becomes 17. Now from this 17 we can take out 8. But how will do it? See, the smaller number. After 8, I'll start counting till I got 17. Once again I tell you, as from 7 we cannot subtract 8. So this 7 will borrow 1/10 from this and it will become 17. Now from 17, 8 can be subtracted. So for doing so, what I'll do, after 8, I'll start counting now in my fingers till I reach the number 17. See how? After 8, when I start, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. So now how many numbers I got? See here, my dear girls, it's 17 minus 8 means after 8 you will start counting. The next number after 8 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it means there are how many numbers? 9. But this 4, this tens place number have given 1/10 to 17. Now it is not 4. Now it here is 3 left. Now from this 3 will follow the second step of subtracting the tens place number. From this 3 I'll subtract 1, I'll get 2, which I'll write here. And now moving towards the 100 place, 1 minus 1. What it will be? We read the rule now in our last video. Whenever we subtract the same number from the number, always the answer is 0. So here we get nothing. So how we have solved the sum? We have solved the sum by borrowing. This number has borrowed the number to make it a bigger number so that it can subtract a smaller number. Okay. Take one more example. It is question number 4. It is 190 minus 126. It is already there in your book. But the first step, write the ones, write the tens, write the hundreds. And what is the next step? To start from the ones place. Can you subtract 6 from 0? No, we cannot. Isn't it? We have to make this 0 a bigger number. But how? It will borrow. It will take 110 from this tens place number, and when this tens place number give it 1 tens, it is already 0. So 1 tens plus 0, it will be 0. And after giving 110 from 9, it remains here 8. Now the 10 has become bigger and we can now subtract 6 from 10. So how I'll do? After 6, I'll start counting in my fingers with the help of my fingers till I got 10. See how? What is the next number after 6? Now we have to do the counting from below to upwards. Like after 6, I'll start counting. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll stop because I have to subtract from 10. So how many fingers? 4. It means when I subtract 6 from 10, I got 4. Again the next step, 8 minus 2. Fine. I'll show you 8 fingers minus 2. 1, 2. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 6. 1 minus 1. It will be 0. So this way you will solve all the questions given to you in page number 113 by borrowing. So while solving the questions of borrowing, you have to keep in mind we cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. So for that we have to make it a big number. Once we made it a big number, then we can easily subtract. And once this number is giving away 1/10 out of it, it will reduce to a previous number. Isn't it? We right now whenever we subtract 1 from any number, we get the answer as the previous number. Suppose 9 at 10, from the tens place is giving 110 to the ones place number 0. So obviously now here the number which is left with it will be 1 less, and 1 less from 9 is 8. It means now here we have 8 tens, and from 8 tens we can easily subtract 2 tens. Okay, that is 6, and this way we have learned today the subtraction without borrowing as well as with borrowing. Okay, and the more questions you practice, it will be easier for you to get correct answers. So now next other questions I'll give you through WhatsApp, and I request you all to solve as many questions as you can. From either you can solve 4 questions daily or 5 questions. It will help you to understand subtraction with as well as without borrowing. Okay, my dear girls, I hope you understood what we have learned today. Thank you.